A very good morning to all the students. Welcome to the session of value education. First, we are going to learn about the first chapter from our book, which is Speaking Confidently and Clearly. Now, speaking confidently and clearly. In the box, what can we see? Yes, a person who is unable to speak confidently and clearly. Who is unable to speak confidently and clearly. Do we have guts to stand in front of a public and speak confidently and clearly? If yes, it's good. But if no, then what to be done? Okay, so the story of Oprah Winfrey, one of the richest people in America. Oprah Winfrey's net worth is US dollar 2.9 billion. She was the richest people in America. She was the host who hosts the show, who runs the show. She was the host of the Oprah Winfrey show, which was on her own name, that was seen by 21 million viewers a week in more than 100 countries. By these figures, we can make out how popular she was, because she was hosting such a show that was being seen by 21 million of viewers. You could imagine, and this program was being telecast in more than 100 countries. Now, who was she? She was born into a very poor family. She was born into a very poor family. She struggled to make her living and found her interest in hosting radio and TV shows. She struggled a lot to earn her bread for living, but later she found that she is more interested in hosting the radio shows like radio jockeys and even the TV shows. So it was her grandmother who taught her to read at a young age. It was the it was her grandmother who taught her to read at a young age, and this opened the gates of success for her. With the help of her grandmother, it opened the gates of success for this Oprah of a uh, of hers. Her father was a strict discipliner, and it was he who instilled self confidence and self discipline in her. Oprah's father was very strict discipliner, and it was he who instilled self confidence in her. Oprah began her career as a radio newscaster in high school. She began her career as a radio newscaster, means she was reading news on a radio in high school. She also worked for a local TV station. After that, she also worked for a local TV station as a reporter who tells us all the stories and happening around us, and an anchor while at college. Anchor who hosts the program. She was anchor at college also. She owes her success to her brilliant oratory and speaking skills, and she got the success on the base of her brilliant oratory and the speaking skills what she has learned from her grandmother. She had to compete with the best speakers of America, who were mostly white Americans. She has to compete with the best speakers of that time from America, those who were mostly white Americans. Whereas Oprah was an African American. Though she was American, she was from Africa. She became an honors student. She became an honor student, joined the drama club in college, and was selected for the White House Conference on Youth. Gradually, with a lot of hard work, she made a place for herself in the hearts of the Americans. With her lots of hard work, she made a place for herself in the hearts of the Americans. Later in 1986, she launched her world famous TV talk show. By this time, she had become more successful, and in the year 1986, she launched her talk show, which was named as the Oprah Winfrey Show, which was very popular across the world. It was very, very popular across the world. It was a talk show, and it came to an end in the year 2012. She launched her own magazines and wrote some books as well. By this time, she had become more and more successful, and she had launched her own magazines, and she wrote many of the books also. In November 2013, she was awarded America's highest civilian honor, the Presidential Medal of Freedom, by President Barack Obama for her contribution to the country. So with her talent of speaking confidently and clearly, it gave her the honor through in the whole world. So even we have to build up confidence in ourselves, so that we also could achieve the success. From this story we could learn this. Okay, so at the end there is a question: what have you learned from this story? So the half part of the lesson will be taken in the next session. Okay, bye, take care.